Good morning, Joe Ciaccio here. Happy Monday to everybody. Today I want to go over some things that you've got to know, should know, have to know, better know. Because if you don't, the person that comes in behind you is either going to take the application away from you or write the application that you did not write because you wanted to deviate, you wanted to make shortcuts, you wanted to go a little bit quicker because you had to go somewhere. So number one, whether it's a lead you bought, if it's an existing client you visited with them again, if it is a referral, if you're clover leafing, I formation, T formation, walking around neighborhoods, speaking with people, you must always have a system on speaking with people. You got to, guys. You got to have a system to where you go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. And from there, what you're going to do is that you're going to memorize this stuff. So when you're doing it, you're going to do it with like your eyes closed and your hands tied behind your back. There's words you got to start incorporating when you speak. When people are speaking with you, you need to learn how to listen better. Hear what I said? Listen better. Because what happens, I get excited and I want to sit and talk because I got ADD, and what I'm doing is that I don't want to forget what I got to say, so I'm not listening to what they're saying. So what you got to do is that you got to make like a little note, write like a couple little letters down on the words you want to say of something you want to say or something they said, so you can go back and talk to them again. So you're going to run across people who are not going to want to buy. They're going to say, I'm not interested. Today's not the right day. I can't afford it. I don't know why I sent the card in. I've already bought something. To me, I call those smoke screens. That is a person that you were able to get into their house. You were able to speak with them. You're able to be face to face with them. Now they feel you're going to try to sell something to them. So you got to understand, when somebody feels that way, you don't know it. That's why when I go to a door, I carry no briefcase, no nothing. I carry just my leads. So when I go into a home, I'm either a financial coach, I'm an advisor, I'm a senior counselor. Whatever title you want to give yourself, you want them to know that you're there to help them, advise them. You're there to draw them a roadmap to where the reason they sent the card in, all you want to do is just give them information, and from there, whatever they want to do is totally up to them. Now, you and I both know what you're doing is that you're laying out a road for them to go down. It's kind of like the yellow brick road. You're taking them down this yellow brick road, you're asking them questions, you're getting the soft closes, you're getting the yeses, you're getting the no's, you want to find out what the no's are, and you're slowly moving forward. But every time you do it, you're pulling them in closer to you to where they're feeling comfortable with you and they're gaining trust with you. Somebody will buy from you. I'm a firm believer that there's a small percentage of people that will ask you, I need to buy from an A+ rated company, I need to buy from a big mutual company. The people we deal with are looking for price. I can tell you on one hand, this one hand here, how many people ask me, what is the AM Best rating? What is the S&P rating? What is the Moody rating on this company? The people I run across don't. You guys may be different. So with that said, they buy a product because of you. You told them that you've done all the shopping for them. You told them that this is the best program for them. You told them when their first draft is going to start. Social Security, premium billing, you got to know about that there. You were there to help them and guide them, and you're there to be their coach. When you say all the right things to people, and they get that loving feeling and that and the little butterflies in their stomach that you were the best thing for them, open those arms up and do the same thing. That's the law of positive attraction. People are going to start wanting to speak with you because of the way you're coming across with your delivery. You're coming across with the way you come across with certain words, which is called voice inflection. Increasing the volume, lowering the volume, maybe touch them on the arm or the leg to get their attention. Now, I'll give you just a couple little words that I want you guys to kind of sit and think about. Whenever a client asks you a question, you go, well, yes, I think I can do that there. Let's kind of think about saying, I believe we can do that there. Okay? If a client says something, you say, well, I cannot do that. The better way to say it is, I'm unable to do that. The word but, B-U-T-T, always usually follows with something negative. Try to change that word but to the word yet or the word however, because yet and however are a better word to join two different types of sentences or one leading to another one. Yet, example, the company you have now is a good company, but mine can give you a cash value, mine can give you paid up additions, mine can let you have more beneficiaries. If you change that to where your company is this, yet let me tell you what more my company can do for you, and go to all the benefits of that. Okay? Now, I've got one company in front of me here. I'm not going to say the name of it. It's CVS. CVS has it. Rural Neighbors has it. Some of the other ones has it. When you go into a house, a client says, I don't need anything. I can't afford to change, yet I need something. How long you have the policy for? You need to ask them for their policy. Number one, makes them feel that you're interested in what they have. Number two, I'm here to advise you. Incorrect word. I'm here to go over with what you have. You may not even have to buy anything else. You may have something better than what you think. Okay? What you're actually doing is that you want to learn the policy. You want to see the policy, especially for you new agents out there who have not seen a lot of policies. This is the best way to see them, right in the person's house. And as you're looking through them, you're telling yourself, I got no damn idea what I'm looking at. Oh my God, what page do I go through? Ooh, yes, this is good. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And if you just look at it and you start reading it, you're going to see their name, the policy number, the certificate number, the face, the PAC. All that stuff is very, very written out for you to where it is client friendly and agent friendly, especially if you're starting. When you go to the second page, kind of called the non-forfeiture page, where it's got a cash value, paid up insurance, and extended term. That's a whole different conversation than today. But that is something you guys need to look for, because if your client wants to switch from the carrier he has to yours, you've got three options you can offer him. You can give him some money, you can get him a paid up policy to where he makes no more premium payments, is done, or the extended term, no more payments, and it uses the cash value to run out on a term chassis. Okay, now, here's a little thing I have here. Remember I said you go to a house, you're a coach, you're a financial advisor. This was done by a gentleman named Ben Feldman. Never knew the guy, but I like looking through periodicals on things that I can learn, share with you guys. And there's certain things that will stick in the back of your mind, so when you're in a house, you try not to go on a tangent, going to the left and going to the right, because what happens sometimes, if you got the ADD issues and you got some OCD problems and you just got I want to talk too much problems, you start veering off and you lose a person's interest. So here's what I feel is something you've got to put in the back of your mind. He says, don't sell life insurance. Sell what life insurance can do for them. You're not going to sit and say, the life insurance will pay this. Let me kind of go over what the life insurance will do for you today when you get a program. It's going to take care of your son Anthony, your daughter Marie, your husband Frank. It's going to take care of your spouse. So when that day comes, what this policy is going to do for you is to help them with all of their financial burden, their expenses for the funeral, and leave a little bit of money left over for you. Don't sell the policy. Sell what the policy can do for them. And you're going to help them do that because your job started today. Your job does not end, sad to say, Ms. Jones, my job doesn't end with you until that sad day comes, you pass away, and your son Anthony calls me, and I'm going to be right there with him to help him through that hard time, to make sure he picks out a funeral home, all the proper stuff that is needed to save him money and let him know how much you love him and you bought this policy for him. Now, there's something you guys have got to have when you do your leave behinds. It's called I Am Your Policy. So a little piece of paper that's on the back office, I am your policy. And what I recommend you guys to do is to kind of like highlight some of the words. So when somebody buys a policy from you, you're going to let them know what the policy is going to do for them. Not selling the policy, what they just did with you, how the mechanics are, what it can do for them. Okay. This is a form that's also in the back office that when you go to somebody's door, I like putting on the back of my leads. So if these are my leads here, I like putting on the back of my leads this paper here. Because what's going to happen, you're going to go to a door, and that person's going to tell you they don't need this and they don't need that. And you're going to take a step back and you go, oh my God, I just spent $35, $36, $40 on a damn lead. And oh my God, I've lost another one. I don't know why I'm in this business. What you're going to do, you're going to flip the paper over to get this paper out. And it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 other things that you do. Joe, what do you mean 19 things? I do file and expense. Well, I'm not going over the whole list, but you do whole life, you do term, you do file and expense, you do burial, you do cremation, you do mortgage protection, accidental, child plan, MAPDs. You do all of these things here. Back office. Jay, what's this form called?
Oh,
I'm going to let you know what the form is called on the back end. Copy it, make a copy of it, put it on the back of your leads, guys. So if you got a question, you just flip it right over. They're going to see their name right here, and you're going to be reading down this list here to know exactly.
Other coverage available.
Other coverage available.
So simple.
What number is that?
25.
Number 25, other coverage available. Now, let's go down this list here. Probably about 20 things. I'm going to let you guys get back to work. I know you want to get out there and make money. Now, number one, any successful salesperson who has a dream, who has a vision to do better and better, you got to have a goal set. We'll talk about goal setting on another call. You got to have a goal set to where you work yourself and you push your way to that goal every single week. When you have a goal set, you're going to make more money, you're going to try harder. Instead of you going home or watching TV or getting up late or having a long lunch, you're going to get back on the streets to make more money. Or if you're in the home, you're going to start making more phone calls to your clients. Number two, you need to follow up on cancellations. Anybody that you see has a cancellation or an NSF, you need to call them up. One agent said, Joe, I'm not going to worry about those people there. It's not worth my hassle for me doing that there. I'd rather go out and just get somebody else. Well, let's just go into this for just 1 second. Let's say, for just simplicity, you make $600 on the sale, $600. And I look at that, that's $50 a month for 12 months, $600. You get advanced $450 of that $600, and the client messes up in the second month. You know how much money you're going to lose? You're going to lose $500 by not calling that client up. It could have been a simple, they changed checking accounts. You may not have done them on the Social Security billing, and it may come out of their account later. You may have done something wrong, or they may have taken out the money before the insurance company did. I've seen people ATM machines at 12:05 putting that card in there taking money out. The person may have forgot they bought life insurance from you. So follow up with them. It's much easier to put it back on the books than go out and hustle, buy more leads to sell another policy. Okay. Leave behinds. There's a section in the back office on the leave behind items that I recommend you guys to leave with the client when you're leaving, because when you buy a life insurance policy, all you're getting is a policy. That's all you're getting. It's called an intangible purchase. You can't take it to the store with you. You can't sit on it. You can't lay on it. You can't watch TV. It's something that's going to go in your drawer. So when that day comes, that person can pull it out of the drawer, the beneficiary, to give it to you to help them out. So you need to make it into a tangible sale by giving them other papers to look at. How it works, I am your policy, some periodicals from the company, maybe a little bio about you, your company card, a funeral guidebook. All of these things also solidifies your deal when you leave the house. You're going to do things a little bit better than the competition. And hopefully when they decide they maybe want to cancel for whatever idiotic reason they come up with, they're going to sit and say, you know, he left us all this stuff here. He's a good guy. She's a good agent. Consider that. E&O insurance. You need it for Medicare Advantage. You need it for some of the carriers we have. Number one I can think off the top of my head is Prosperity. You need to have E&O insurance. It's good for you to have. It probably costs $400 a year, small down payment, monthly payments. It's called peace of mind. So in case you mess up and say something and they come back at you, you've got something that they don't take everything you've got. Learn and practice how to ask clients questions. Practice, guys. Practice when you're in the shower. Practice when you're going to an appointment. Practice when you're driving around. Listen to how you sound. Record yourself. Pick the words that you want to use and say, damn, that doesn't sound right. Once you start practicing everything when it comes to life insurance, rebuttals, all those different things, when you are in a home, you're going to come across much more smoothly. When you're going over pricing, I like showing 5 different prices, okay? I like giving people options, choices, pick out the one they want. When I come across a policy or an application and the person wants to buy, let's say $25,000, and those premiums, let's say, are $90 a month, 88 to 92, I say this is just $3 a day. Then you go down to 60 to 58 to 62, this is $2 a day. You get somebody that's kind of old and they're a smoker and they can't afford that much, and you're right there 28 to 32, you can get this policy here for only $1 a day. So those are little small things that break it down from $25,000 to $3, $25,000 to $4 a day. Makes it more acceptable with them. Okay? Medicare Advantage is something every single one of you guys should get involved with. He's on the phone now with an agent that's been working for a while. He went and got his health license. He said, I wish I'd have done this before. I told him in Florida, somebody that is aging in, either aging in due to disability or turning 65, you offer them, sell them Medicare Advantage that's got no premiums, no health questions, no prescription check you got to worry about. Submit the application. All they're going to ask you is my doctor, the network, or the copays. You're going to make $573 on that application. $573. If you switch them, right now in Hillsborough County, there's an SEP due to the COVID. You can switch people, special election period. You can make $287, no health questions. They may want to change to a different carrier because of the dental plan or their doctor fell out of the network. A money-making card. I call this here my MMC. Something I keep on my in my sun visor. I told you about goals. Let's say your goal this week is to do $3,500. $3,500 in premiums. Okay? Matter of fact, let's say $3,000 is the easy number in my mind I can think about. $3,000. You got to break that $3,000 down into what it is on how many applications that you want to write. So you're going to go $3,000 divided by 12. What's that, Jay? 250? Yeah, 250. You need to collect $250 worth of premiums. Put $250 in your money-making card. From that $250, you make a sale for $50. It's down to $200. Make another sale for $60. You're down to $190. So what it's going to do is it's going to work you all the way down to zero, to where you're getting much closer to the magic number. You can also do, say, Joe, I'm not worried about that there. I just want to do 5 applications a week. I'm happy. Joe, I want to do 3,500 and I want to do 6 applications. It's a game you can play with yourself, okay? Because what it does now is giving you, not a trust meter, it's giving you a roadmap on how to get down to that number you need to make the money you got to make. Yellow delivery notices, you can buy them on our website. You'll be like a doggone FedEx or UPS guy, put it on the door, put your name on there, and have them call you, okay? Always show premiums. Try to always show premiums. Now, if you got people that are real old or smokers or you feel they can't afford much, keep your lowest program you show at $50, okay? $50, because you can always come down. Because what ends up happening, you're going to go to a house, they're going to give you the old sob story, they're going to play the violin, they can't afford much, you're going to show them one for 30, 40, and 50, they're going to buy the one for 30, you're going to starve if you only do $30 policies. You're going to have to do some, yet start at 50, 55, I got some guys that even show them at $60, okay? It's only $2 a day to get you all this coverage here. Eye contact. When you're speaking with somebody, have eye contact with them because it makes them feel you are trustworthy. Con artists do the same thing. Yet we're going to take it to, you're in a home, visiting with somebody, eye contact. Number 2, when it comes to sitting in a home with somebody or even on the phone with somebody, make like you're driving your car. You know, you can accelerate to go a little faster, then you hit the brakes to kind of slow down. I guarantee you, if I was to ride with every single one of you guys, based on my experience riding with probably over 100 agents, we all talk too fast. So I'm going to ask you to think about what I'm telling you. Tap those brakes to slow down. Slow down. You're talking to an older person, something that they don't like talking about, something that they're not used to talking about. You've got to go a little bit slower to where it sinks in and penetrates. Because when you're going too fast, making all these different points and all these different percentages and all these graphs you want to show and all these numbers you want to show, it becomes overwhelming. And when it becomes overwhelming, they're going to automatically tell you, I want to think about it, because they cannot digest what you're saying because you're speaking too fast. Ask open-ended questions to get them talking. Talked about voice inflection already. I'm almost done. When you go into a house, an agent called me last week and I told him about going into a house that only leads. No matter what final expense program you're going to sell them, provided it's a whole life policy, there's 5 things that you have to know. You don't need a book, you don't need a flip chart, you don't need anything. It doesn't matter whether it's immediate, guaranteed, modified, it does not matter. These are the 5 things when you're speaking with somebody. Let me tell you how my program is different than everybody else's. Today when we decide to do something, number 1, everything we do will be level, okay? If you get a program today for 10,000, 15, or 20,000, whichever one you pick today that you qualify for example, the 15, always be 15,000. It never goes down. It will always remain the same, okay? Number 2, when it comes to your amount you got to pay, the premium payments, let's say the premium payments are $1. Just an example is $1. I told one person one time $50. They told me forget about it, I can't afford it. I said, now just an example. Oh no, I can't afford it. They asked me to leave. I say $1 now, okay? $1. It's always gonna be $1 a month. And you know it's gonna cost more, Ms. Jones. I'll just give you an example. It's always gonna be $1. Doesn't go down, doesn't goes up, it stays the same. Another thing about our program, number 3, it's got a cash value. Every month when you send your payment in, some goes towards the cost of insurance and some goes for you in a cash value. You can borrow that money to buy new tires for your car. Your son needs $100. If you don't have it, you can borrow the $100. And the nicest thing about it is that God forbid you mess up on a payment because something unexpected came up, they can take those payments out of your cash value to where you don't lose this policy. Okay? Number 4, once you have this policy, you can never be canceled. The policy is locked in based on your age, your health, the medication today. You sign up today and God forbid you have a heart attack or stroke down the road, they can't cancel you. You have the same policy. And number 5, you can have as many beneficiaries as you want. You can have your son Anthony, your daughter Marie, your husband Frank. And if something was to happen, something happens for whatever reason, you can change the beneficiaries anytime you want by just calling me. Okay? That's all you have to know. People say, I got to bring in my laptop, my briefcase, my suitcase. That's all you need to know because they all work the same way. Now, I didn't go into how a graded policy, a modified works, or a guaranteed issue works. There's just a tip of the iceberg, which is the exact truth. Okay. Two things. What you have to have in any business that you work for yourself especially, you got to have work ethics, and you got to be disciplined, and you got to have the desire to be better every day. I don't want you to compete against the other guy. I want you to compete against yourself to do better every day. You have to get up and you got to go to work. There are days I don't want to get up. We all know that feeling. I'm not in the mood. I had a hard day yesterday. There was a lot of traffic. I had a cancellation. Do you stay home some days? Hell yeah, you do. Come on, I'm not going to sit till you got to go to work 7 days a week. Yet what I'm going to tell you, when you have a bad day, don't make that bad day follow till the next day. Get up and go. I've gone to different zip codes before. In the trunk of my car, I keep like a little alligator clip on all my different leads, all done by zip codes. I'm in a zip code. Let's say I'm working 33617, which is right by the office here. Nobody's home. Nobody wants to buy. I want to think about it. I can't get no houses. I get frustrated, as you all do. So what I do is that instead of me continually to work this area, I say, let me get out of this area. Let me get out of this area. So I go on the other side of town. I go to maybe 33603. I'll work that area there. And I don't know why, but what it does, it puts your mind in a different perspective. You see people differently. You see a kind of a different house. Either you go from apartments to mobile homes or houses. You go to a different environment, and what it does, it ups your spirits. When you go to work, you don't go to work at 11 o'clock and come home at 4. Well, you may, yet you're not going to make a lot of money. Consider this job here as if you're working for a big corporation. You're working for Walmart, the example I like to give it. They say be at work at 9 o'clock. You get off at 5:30. You got an hour lunch. You got to think about it the same way when you're out knocking and rocking on doors. You got to say, okay, Joe, I got to be at my first house at 9 o'clock. I'm going to have lunch over between 11:30 to 2, depending on what my schedule is. Do I bring a lunch with me? Do I bring snacks with me? Do I stop somewhere? What do I do? When you start getting in a routine, guys, and you start making money, you're really not going to want to stop to have no big old meal. You maybe can bring a sandwich with you, maybe you cut up some apples or pears or some grapes or a protein bar, peanuts, almonds, cashews, something that you can be chomping on all day to keep your energy level up, to keep your motor running in your car, okay? Which your car is your heart and soul. So when you do these things here, work ethics, get up, go to work, work a schedule, I'm going to promise you're going to start making more money. One last thing. Leads cost money. I don't care how much money you make. Leads suck. I don't care. And I'm putting the cards on the table, guys. Paying for leads sucks. Yet, kind of like what you got to do. But think about this here. What if you get 20 leads a week and you decide every person I go speak with, I'm going to ask them, Who can I give this free information to that? Referrals, guys. I'm telling you about the word referrals. What if you were to walk out of that person's house and knock on the 2 houses next door and the 3 houses across the street? First 4 or 5 doors may not work. First 20 doors may not work. Yet when that first door says, yep, I did get that card, I haven't sent it back in, can you give me some information? That's a sale. So every referral you get is free. Every door knock is free. Every person that you speak to is free. If you need company cards, get company cards with your picture on it. Get your card to say what you do. Final expense, Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements, accidental, annuities, term, mortgage protection. Write on the card what you do. Be like that card would be is your calling card, is your walking billboard. If you do those extra things, guys, you're going to make more money. You're still going to buy leads, yet you're going to make extra money because you're using that lead to generate more people to see. Hit them hard. If you need anything, give me a call. We appreciate your hard work. We'll see you next Monday. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.